Today we'll be taking a kind of more gentle flow. We will be moving a good amount, but I'd like for this flow to be more inspired by helping instill calm within yourself, but also being able to maintain some kind of fluid movement and not so much stagnation of just staying in one place, because I feel in this moment there's a lot of things that might be going on in our lives that are out of our control, but what we can control is what's going on within our own minds and bodies. So having said that, today during this flow, you can take it as slow or as quick as you'd like to. I'll be moving at a pace that I will find appropriate for the time, for the energy, but again, you can always up the energy or you can always take a break when you need to. So let's begin. Why don't we find a meditative spot on the mat? I'll be kneeling down. You can come to a comfortable seated posture. And for my playlist, I'll post it after the video, but it's just my 30-minute yoga playlist. I'll send you the link in the comments afterwards or in the video description, whichever is easier for you to find. I'll do both. So just find a comfortable seated posture. Allow your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Allow your eyes to be softly closed, or if closing your eyes is not comfortable for you right now, then you can keep them gently open, gazing a couple feet in front of you. So take a nice big breath. And as you exhale, open your mouth, let that breath just hiss out. So as if you're fogging up a mirror, but a little bit more gentle, inhaling deep. Exhale, let it out. Letting go of anything that you may be holding on to. Inhaling deep. Exhale, let it out. Take a moment, just taking a couple breath cycles to yourself. Notice where you may be holding any tension. Perhaps it's in the forehead, the jaw, the neck and shoulders. Where are you holding tension right now? And on your next exhale, can you soften that tension wherever it may lie? Another breath in. Another breath out. See if you can stay with your breath if your mind starts to take over during this practice. On your next inhale, float the arms up. Exhale through prayered palms. Bow chin to chest. Take a moment to meditate on love and healing for yourself, your community, and those around you. Without having the words, perhaps you can give the emotion, that emotional quality of being blessed to yourself and those around you. To look for those moments of hope, those moments of joy. That energy of knowing that everything will be okay. And remembering as we move through this flow, that it may be challenging, but we keep moving. We keep being brave. And we don't give up hope. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm stays up, reach up tall through that right side waist. Again, you can do this on your knees as I am, or you can have your legs crossed in a seated posture, or you can be sitting on your bum with your legs forward, up and over to the left. Draw your gaze down towards that left hand. Feel the right side of the neck stretch, maybe even reaching that stretch down towards the shoulder. Soften that arm, maybe give it a little bit of a fluid wave. Let's allow no tension to be held in any one place. Rounding forward, coming through a cat spine modification, up and over, left arm up. Bending that right elbow if it feels good, getting a little deeper into that left side waist. Slight wave in the top arm, release any tension or holding. Exhale, top arm floats down and around. Round through your cat spine as you shift, right arm up. This time maybe gaze up towards that sky or towards the right arm. Softly float that arm. Press your right hip further out to the side. Mermaid Stretch variation. Exhale, top arm floats down and around, rounding through the spine to shift. Left arm comes up. Twisting gaze up towards the sky. Press that left hip further out. Shift your gaze where it may feel comfortable. Soft wave in the top arm. Release tension and holding. Top arm floats down and around. Let's come back to your seated pose, whether you're on your knees or if you're cross-legged. Take a couple seated cat-cows. Inhale, open the heart, tilt the chin back. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhaling. Exhaling. Moving fluidly through the challenges we may face, inhaling, arms up. We're going to come to all fours, plant hands and knees. Knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Toes can be curled under or tops of the feet to the floor. Let's take some cat-cow spines here, rounding and arching. Inhaling. Belly lowers, gaze lift, shoulder blades draw back. Exhaling, round through the spine. Gazing towards the navel. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's move this into some fluidity with the spine. We're going to inhale the cow one more time, and then as you exhale, round through the spine, sit back onto your heels. Extended child's pose for a moment. We're going to wave the spine forward to our all fours. So inhale, round through cat spine. Exhale through cow. Lift the sits bones, sit back, extended child's pose. So we're going to round to rise and then arch to lower. Inhale, round through cat spine. Coming forward to cow, let the hips tilt to lift, and then sit the hips back. Extended child's pose. Flow with your breath. Inhaling, round to rise. Exhale, let the tailbone lift and lead you back. Extended child's pose. Inhale, round and rise. Exhale, tailbone leads. Again, inhale, rounding and rising. Exhaling, sits bones lead you back. Extended child's pose. Take a breath here. Allow that undulation in the spine to continue. A little bit of a wave in the spine as you inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to round up to all fours. Exhale, we're going to shift to neutral spine. Curl the toes under. Keep the knees bent. Lead with the tailbone and sits bones to rise to down dog. Keep your knees bent. Allow your spine to have some flexibility and mobility. When you're breathing, inhale, be slightly round, a cat-cow spine or undulation in down dog. Exhale, we soften heart towards the space between the feet. Let that heart and spine fluctuate as you breathe. Taking as many open mouth exhales as you need. This cleansing breath, cleansing any kinds of negative emotions or any kinds of higher energy or heightened state of energy that does not serve us right now. Let go of that anxiety, let go of that worry, breathe it out. We're going to bend the knees even more, look forward between the hands, and step to the front of the mat, but walk slowly and with purpose. Make every step activate the low belly. Inhaling to a halfway rise. Exhale, fold. Let's flow with that breath. Inhaling halfway to rise. Let the spine roll to lengthen. Exhaling, leading through the heart to lower. Inhale, slight rounding to lift, extending at the top of the inhale. Exhale, folding forward again. Inhaling, roll to rise. Exhale, arching and folding. We're going to inhale, roll to stand. Exhale, settle shoulders down away from the ears, palms face forward, rocking forward and back. So again, finding some kind of movement or fluidity linked to the breath. Maybe you shift left to right, finding equal balance. Or maybe you shift in a circle, feeling your weight shift in a circular pattern one way and then the other. Really bringing your attention to what's happening with your feet and how they're activating. Let's gaze down at the toes. Lift your toes, spread them wide, and see if you can place only your big toe and your pinky toes down. So you have big toes, pinky toes connected. The 3 toes in the center are lifted. Keep that activation in the feet as you lower all the other toes to the floor. Inhaling, arms up overhead. As you exhale, swan dive down. We're not staying, we'll come right back up, but the arms float forward and up, challenging the hamstrings and the hip flexors. Keep the foot activation. Exhale, fold forward, flowing with this breath. Fingertips brush towards the floor or connect. Inhale, lift. So we use our hamstrings and our backside body as we lift, exhaling to lower. Inhale to rise. Use that leg strength, use that backside body strength. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhaling back to your mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the hands up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Hands come to the floor or to your knees or to your shins. You can pedal out your forward fold, or you can have your knees bent as much as you need to. Let's take a ragdoll pose here. Bend the knees a lot, rest rib to thighs. Grab opposite elbows, let your head hang. Shake it out, saying yes and no. Breathe into the low back release. You can rock side to side here or stay in stillness. Inhale, slow roll to standing. Prayer palms to heart center. We're going to shift into the left foot. Inhale the right leg to rise. Find balance here, active through that right floating foot. Big toe is grounded into the earth on your standing foot. Keep lifting long through the crown of the head. Hold here. Inhale, the arms lift. As you exhale, we're going to draw the heel in towards the body. We're going to draw the hands to prayer, and we're going to hinge forward, coming to warrior three with hands in prayer. Extend that back leg long, active through everything, lifting. Heart working towards parallel to the earth, micro bend in that standing knee. Imagine that left ankle nice and solid. Inhaling, we're going to come forward again, knee tucks in, bring it forward, active through the toes, arms lift. Let's move, exhale, draw the heel in and back, prayer palms, transition to warrior three. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling, warrior three. Last time, inhaling, lift. Lower down, mountain pose. Inhaling, left leg lift, right foot is planted. Hands to prayer as you shift, draw the left heel in. Hinging forward, warrior three. Left leg extends, micro bend in that right knee. It's okay if you fall or lose balance, come back. Inhaling, shift forward, arms and knee lifts. Exhale, warrior three. Move as slowly as the grace allows. Meaning don't move too quickly as to lose your balance. Take your time. Again, warrior three. Active through that back lifted leg. Inhaling. Knee lifts forward, arms rise, lower down. Keep moving, inhaling, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Halfway rise, hands slide up the shins or fingertips to the floor. Exhale, fold, round through the spine, root to rise. Inhale, rolling to standing. Roll the shoulders back, palms face forward. Lift your toes again, spread those toes wide. Big toes, pinky toes connect, activate the feet again. Those three toes in the middle stay lifted. And then we ground them down. Keep that connection. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, hands to prayer as you shift into your left foot. Inhale, right leg to rise. We're going to transition warrior three. And slowly float that right foot down to the earth. Inhale, arms sweep high. Crescent lunge. Exhale, fold forward, hands frame the front foot, cupcake fingers or fists to the earth. Soften your hips down towards the earth. Keep that connection or your belly close to that thigh. And as you inhale, allow your spine to lengthen and your gaze to shift. Pull shoulder blades back. Exhale, round cat spine here in lunge. Inhaling, lower the hips, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhaling. Next time you exhale, we're going to lengthen that front leg, come to a modified pyramid with that back heel lifted. Stay here for a moment. As you exhale, feel free to wave the spine lower. So again, we're moving with the breath, inhaling, wave the spine to lengthen. Exhaling to fold. Keep the movement. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, fold. Last time, inhale, lengthen. We're going to bend that back knee and transition to a standing split. The hands are going to move about a foot further forward. So get some momentum. Shift all your weight into your left foot. Right leg will rise. Hands move forward. Lower head and heart towards the left leg. Right leg rises. Both knees can bend and lower right foot to meet the left. Inhale, slow roll to standing. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Inhaling, shift to the right foot. Inhale, left leg to rise, hands to prayer. Exhale, hinging, warrior three. Slowly step back, lowering that foot with control. Inhale, sweep the arms high, crescent lunge. Exhaling, fold forward. Cupcake hands or two fists or two blocks. As you exhale, round through the spine. Use the legs, lift, engage inner thighs. Inhale, open through the heart, let the hips lower. So cat-cow spine as we lift and lower slightly in lunge. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhaling. The next time we exhale, inhale, lengthen. We're going to lengthen that front foot, coming to a modified pyramid variation with that back heel lifted. Again, following the breath with the spine, inhaling to lengthen, exhale, fold. Undulating the spine with the breath, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Last time, and then we're going to step, inhaling, exhaling, get ready, bend that back knee. We're going to come to standing split with the right leg forward here. As you exhale, press off of that back foot, walk your hands forward, left foot rises, head and heart low. Bend both knees, connect left foot to the floor, stand up, roll up, breathe in. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, float the arms high. Exhaling, shift into the left foot. Inhale, right leg to rise. And shift back to your warrior three. Lower down. Back knee lowers. Inhaling, arms up. As you exhale, bring hands to prayer. So allow your inner thighs to engage by pulling that right hip forward, left hip back, sliding feet towards each other, or at least with activation. And as you exhale, we're going to shift the hips back, coming into a half Hanuman. Hands can come to the floor. Inhaling, exhaling. Wave the spine if you'd like. Inhaling, exhaling. See if you can bring the top of your back foot to the floor. Slowly walk your hands back. Come to seated on that back heel if you can. Sitting nice and tall with that left leg extended. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward, reaching towards that left leg so you can simply stay up higher, long through the spine, or you can slide your hands down further. Coming down into a forward fold with the left leg extended. Elbows can come to the floor, or your hands can be on the floor. You can be as high or as low as you want, as long as it's comfortable. See if you can still move the spine, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to fold. Inhaling, exhaling. Last time, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's shift forward again. Lift off of that back heel. Walk the hands forward. Left knee is bending. Curl the back toes under. Lift your back knee up. We're going to step that back foot forward to a forward fold. Inhale, roll to standing. Shoulders roll back and down. Shift into that right foot. Inhale, left knee to rise, hands to prayer. Transitioning into your warrior three again. Slowly flow down. Back knee lowers. Arms sweep up. Adjust your feet if you need to. Hands to prayer. Drawing the feet actively towards each other, engaging the inner thighs, left hip forward, right hip back. And then you soften anywhere you might be holding without softening the engagement in the inner thighs. As you exhale, go ahead and shift your sits bones back. Start to hinge forward. That right leg is going to lengthen. Bring your hands down to the floor, flexing that front foot, or keeping it pointed, or somewhere in between. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Fold forward. Inhaling, lengthen to rise. Last time, fold forward. Inhaling, lengthen to rise. Option to tuck or untuck that back foot. Walk your hands back toward the midline. Allow that right leg to slide back. Come to seated on the left heel. Hands come to the thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Inhaling. And as you exhale, see if you can fold forward, sliding the hands down the right leg all the way to the foot, or elbows to the floor. Hands can be to the floor here, simply hinging or lengthening forward. Get down as far as you can while feeling comfortable in the challenge and being still able to move. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep the fluidity in the spine. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's move on. Hands plant. Help yourself off of that heel. Coming forward, low lunge, back toes curl under, lift the knees, step that left foot forward to meet the right, forward fold. Inhaling, exhaling. Open the feet, mat width distance, toes can be off of the mat. Heels in, toes out, and slowly soften your hips down. Coming to a yogic squat, the elbows come to the insides of the knees, hands come to prayer. Really allow those hips to sink down. So if coming down so far is not comfortable for you, or you're really flexible and you just want a little bit more of a challenge, let's activate the bottom half of the body by pressing the heels into the ground, engaging through the low belly, and you'll notice that your seat lifts a little further off of the floor. So really you're just trying to press into the feet, almost as if you're going to stand up, but you're not. Engage into this posture. And as you exhale, go ahead and soften that tailbone down towards the floor. We're going to sit back. So I'll show you how I'll get back, and you can try it too. We're gonna round forward, and as you round forward, your tailbone gets closer to the floor. So you're going to round forward, draw the knees in a little bit closer. Go ahead and sit back onto your bum. Draw your knees in towards each other, feet in towards each other, and then slowly lower yourself down. So as a quick disclosure, most of the time, when you do that, if you do it nice and controlled, you won't have the rollback effect. But if you do have the rollback effect, that's okay. It's also kind of fun. So don't be too hard on yourself if you just happen to rock and roll. As you come back, we'll all join you, knees hugging into the chest, shifting side to side, massage the low back. You can also let your head kind of rock in unison with the knees and the low back. Hugging knees into the chest. Slowly let the soles of the feet connect and let your knees open up. A little bit of core work here. Bring your hands to support the back of the head, elbows out to the sides like diamonds, fingertips resting gently under the head and at the top of the neck. As you exhale, you're going to lift shoulders slightly, lift feet in their open butterfly position with the legs off of the floor. Inhale to hold. As you exhale, draw elbows to knees, draw it all in, and we're going to come back and hover, not fully lowering down. Inhale. Exhale, draw elbows and knees together, and then hover as you inhale. Slowly exhaling, inhaling. Exhale, inhale. Let's take a couple more unless you're done, and then you can just rest down to the floor. We'll be there in a moment. One more time for those of you still moving. And as you inhale to lower, just let your head come back down to the floor. Let the knees fall open. Notice your breathing. Notice any areas of sensation or tension in the body and see if you can breathe them away. Drawing the knees back together, we're going to come into an inversion before we take a couple twists and wind down officially. So the easiest inversion that I'll lead you through right now will be just legs up the wall. And you notice it does include some belly strength here, so you do have to activate. You can also take your hands, place them palms down, rock your hips off the floor, catch your low back by the back of the hands, and that can help you alleviate a little bit of that low belly engagement so that your legs can kind of be a little bit more free up to the sky. So you can come here to a supported feet up the wall, or you can actually move yourself over to a wall and then place your feet up the wall for an even more restorative posture. If you'd like to come up to a shoulder stand, then what you're going to need to do is rock yourself up to rise, and your hands should not be underneath your hips when you do so. They'll help support you to rise. So make sure that you have enough space as you rock. Knees can be bent, and as you rock your hips to rise, you're going to catch underneath your low back with your hands to keep your hips lifted. So go ahead, rock, catch your hips. Walk your elbows closer together. Don't look side to side. Keep looking towards your navel. And then slowly lift your legs up to the sky. Keep adjusting those shoulders underneath you if you need to. See if you can lift those legs up to the sky. So while you're here, you can also play around by bending your knees or coming to a butterfly, or you can come to plow pose, which your hands will stay on your back as your feet lower up overhead. You can remove your hands from your low back if your toes touch the floor, and then interlace the fingers, extend your arms long. Inhaling, long hips to the sky. Exhaling. Another breath wherever you may be. And when you're ready to come down, if you're in plow or shoulder stand, supporting lower back, bend your knees and slowly roll down. Taking your time. Let's bring the feet wider than hip width distance. Bring hands to the belly. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. And our twist is going to kind of just segue off of this exact movement. So make sure that your feet are wide enough apart so that when you lower your knees to the side, then your ankle's not caught underneath the top knee. However, we are going to stay to the left for the moment. And if you want to get a little bit deeper into this twist, you can cross your left ankle over your right thigh, pulling that right knee a little bit deeper to the floor. Arms can come out like a T or cactus arms, or hands can stay on the belly. And you can gaze over to the right. Let's slowly uncross the ankle if you've lifted it over the knee. Switch to the other side. Knees drop to the right. Stay there. Adjust your arms as you'd like, or cross that right heel over the left thigh. Look over to the left. Breathe in and breathe out. You're going to slowly come back up through center. Unhook that right foot. Bring your hips back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And a couple options for your Shavasana would be lower your feet to the floor, plant the soles of the feet to the floor, a little wider than hip width distance, resting knees and thighs inward on each other, or extending your legs fully to the floor. Hands can be on your belly or placed on the floor, palms to the sky. Stay where you are. Find your breath returning with softness and fluidity. Letting go of anything that comes to mind that does not serve you, focusing on this moment. What do you feel right now? What are the sensations in your body, in your mind, in your breath? Feeling calm with every exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. If you're ready, you can start to wake, or you don't have to move. You can stay as long as you want. But if you're waking, small movements with fingers and toes, rocking the head side to side. And slowly draw the knees into the chest. all the while staying with the breath and staying in this moment. You can roll up to seated or roll to one side to guide yourself to seated. However you get there, take your time, move slowly. Bringing hands to prayer. Feel your breath. Feel this calm. May you continue to be strong and flexible, no matter what comes our way. And may you keep sending love and blessings to not only yourself, but everyone around you. Allow us to be healed. Namaste.